How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, the founder of the Hard Gainer Academy. And first and foremost, I'd like to say happy Thanksgiving to all my American people. I'm from Canada. We celebrated Thanksgiving back in October, so I'm hoping you have a great Thanksgiving today. Enjoy the holiday. But anyways, what I want to talk about is knowing your limitations. I was in the gym the other day and a gentleman dropped the bar on his chest. His boy was motivating him to lift super heavy. But the funny part about it was you could tell this guy was just getting started. He did not have much muscle mass on him, pretty thin guy, and I was just like, eh. But long story short, I had to rush over there and help his boy actually get the weight off of his chest. So I'm like, you know what? This motivates me to actually do a video on this particular topic, knowing your limitations, having realistic expectations. So since we're going to be using the bench press in this example, because that's an incident that occurred, if you knew in week 1, you started off with 100 pounds, the most you should be increasing the weight to in week 2 is no more than 110 pounds. Personally, what I would do when I'm working with my clients, I would say if you're doing 100 in week 1 and you're able to get the amount of reps you're supposed to get in the amount of sets, then we'll get you up to 105, and then we go from there. Nice, steady, gradual progress. We don't rush into anything. So here's one thing that I want to touch on: goals. So you have your goals. So if you know, okay, I was doing 100 pounds in week 1. So if I'm going to be increasing the weight by 5 pounds every week, then I know I want to reach 120 pounds, targeting the same amount of reps. So let's say it's 6 reps, and I'm doing it for 3 sets continuously. So I know by the end of the month, I'm going to be doing 120 pounds, 3 sets, 6 reps. So if you do that, that's progress. That's a great goal. You didn't overexert yourself. There's a term that we like to say in the training world where they call it overreaching. That's when you're progressing too fast. At some point, you're going to hit a wall, you're going to hit a plateau, or you could potentially hurt yourself. It's much better to make that steady progress so you know where you need to make changes. Another thing where I like about doing things gradually, when it comes to the bench press, you get to figure out, hey, where you can improve on your strong points throughout the press. You know you're going to have to increase your tricep strength, your shoulder strength, your back strength. Your whole entire upper body strength plays a vital role, as well as your lower body. So one of the things in regards to knowing your limitations is making sure that you got everything done. And what I mean by done is that, let's take a car, for example. If we just had the body and some wheels, would the car run? No, it would not. You would need the engine. You would need the starter. There are so many other moving parts. The same thing goes for lifting. If you're really trying to make rapid progress, which is gradual, so like I said, if you're trying to increase the weight by 5 pounds every week, then you're going to have to make sure that you are strong in a lot of the parts that are involved in the particular movement, in this example, the bench press. So let's use a squat. So just doing squats alone, that is great. It is a solid compound exercise that works pretty much the entire lower body, right? But if you throw in some exercises for your posterior chain, so you throw in some deadlifts, what do you think is going to start happening with your squat? Your squat is going to get better. You're going to get stronger at it. If you're just doing strictly squats, then obviously you're going to be like, hey, wait a second. Could it have been possible of me to progress a little bit more faster instead of just doing squats alone? You start questioning, you start asking yourself that. And the answer is yes. You threw in some deads, right? Let's say if you threw in another variation in regards to maybe you decided to do some lunges. It is a great way to where you can accelerate your progress on a particular lift. And in the case of what happened to the gentleman who got the bar dropped on his chest when I was in the gym, For the time he's been going there, because I've seen him more than once, he literally just goes in there and does the bench press. That is it. So I think they do about 8 sets on the bench, and then they do some conditioning type of stuff where they there's an indoor kind of a track, so they do the indoor track, and then after they do some kettlebell stuff and so on, right? And I always say, well, wait a second. So instead of rapidly progressing to the higher weight, why not strengthen other parts of your body that are involved in that lift, especially since it looks like the bench press is really important to you, right? Why not do the close grip? Improve that tricep strength. Why not do the military press, right? Again, I just wanted to do this video for you guys because at the end of the day, programming plays a vital role. If you want to succeed efficiently and you know that you're impatient, then make sure that you're covering all your bases and you're not leaving anything behind. Because at some point, I'm telling you, it is just not worth overexerting yourself. Because if you're hurt, you can't train. And if you can't train, you can't build muscle. I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll be talking to you guys tomorrow. Peace out!